surprise, surprise, it's not a dragon. Huh, it's a tiger, which I could have made into a dragon. I have done that previously. That one didn't really work out. It's not bad, but it's not good. But speaking of bad, today I'm talking about bad art. Because, you know what, making bad art is all about learning art. Or learning to be an artist, I should say. You have to make bad art to eventually make art you think is good. Because that's how you learn. You make mistakes, you learn. So the reason I'm talking about bad art is because, I think I've talked about it before, probably have, but on a couple Discord boards actually, you've got a bunch of young artists that are like, my art sucks, my art is bad. Your art doesn't suck, your art isn't bad, you're learning. That's what it is. Now, you keep learning, and the more you either learn basics like anatomy, structure, shading, color, whatever you're trying to focus on, like if it's portraits, focus on portraits and anatomy and stuff like that. But the more you study that, and the more you practice, the better your art will get. But in order to get to the skill level that you would like to be at, you have to make bad art, crap art. I just hit the microphone. It probably went thunk. That's okay, And there's nothing wrong with making bad art. Everybody makes bad art. It's part about being an artist, And, like this, for example, I like this eye. I'm good at drawing eyes. I'll admit that. I like it. It's like, conceited, tooting my own horn. Maybe it is, but I like drawing eyes. I'm good at it, And the rest of it, not so much. But I'm learning digital. I'm still learning. I've only been using digital for total maybe 7 years, 8 years, something like that. And it doesn't, let's say, newish time really to be learning digital. I mean, it's a new skill. I'm taking my skills that I've learned for like doing traditional art and kind of transferring it, but it's taking time to get to that level where I think what I do digitally is a reflection of what I do traditionally. Not there yet. It's going to take time. So I'm making bad art. Not all of it's bad. Some of it's good. Some of it's okay. Some of it's kind of like, it is what it is. It's practice. It's what it is. So it's bad art. Now, I show my bad art, like when I use my blog. I don't use my blog very much anymore, but I'll show bad art because I want other artists, younger artists, especially people just learning, that it's part of the whole process. You make bad art. Now, not, like I said, I'm rambling. I should have wrote a script because I know what I want to talk about. But that's why I don't write a script because I just can't be bothered. I think it's the ADHD thing. It's like, no, I work better off the cuff. But, see, like I said, I like the way this eye looks, Like I said, I like eyes. So, but, you make, like I said, I gotta fix that. But never mind, I'll talk to it doesn't matter, I'll fix it in editing. The thump, I hit the microphone again. But, it's about, like I said, bad art helps you learn. If you mess up, you mess up. You just move on. You learn from, let's say, like, the things that you make a mistake on. Wrong lines, whatever, wrong. It also depends on the medium you're using. Whether you're using, like, traditional, maybe you're using charcoal, and charcoal is not for you. Then you find out how you do that. Maybe, in the end of this whole thing, I'll find out digital isn't really for me. Go back to working traditionally, like painting and using colored pencils, which I'm going to do anyway, because I have ideas for things to do. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. But, I made a lot of bad art. I wish I had more of the art when I was growing up. I have some, but not a lot. And I wish I had more of it, because then I could show, okay, this is crap. Like, this looks like a horse? Kind of, but not really. Now, from years drawing horses, like years and years, like probably 20 plus years, I can draw a horse. But it took the getting from, to me at the time, this looks great. And then you look at it, this is not good at all. But that's what happens. You look at art, if you keep the art that you had when you were young, or first starting art, and then as you progress, you'll see it goes like from crap, and eventually if you keep working at it, it will get to that skill level that you like. Now, to get to that skill level that you like, you have to work at it, which I've noticed a lot of younger artists are kind of like, sometimes they don't want to put the time in. They either don't know how to put the time in, or they think that it's like you put a couple hours in and it's instant fix. That's not how it works, sadly. Okay, you could use AI and stuff and all that, but to each their own. But, that's, if they want to draw, actually, you have to actually use your hands and your brain. Now, some people don't want to do that. They just like, let's take the quick option, which is fine, whatever, I don't really care. There's problems with AI, but I'm not getting into AI right now. But I'm talking about bad art, that you have to make, I'm repeating myself, I ramble way too much, but that's okay. People know that I ramble, that's what I do. I'm a rambling person. It's ADHD, even though I'm medicated, I still ramble. Not as much as I used to, but anyway, back to bad art. But yeah, I have noticed that some people, that they post it, it's like, I try to encourage people. Like, I try to when I give like feedback, or I ask if I can give them feedback, I don't automatically give feedback, especially if they're not posting, like if it's on Discord or even on whatever. I don't automatically assume they want feedback. I ask first, being like, okay, well this is good, but maybe you could do this. That's when you give feedback. You give like a bit of give and take, like this doesn't, if you try this, that'll work. But when you look at bad art, you make bad art, you have to analyze what you're doing. Say like, okay, I don't like where this nose is. We'll go to portraits because it's easier to do. Or I don't know where these eyes don't line up. Alright, so you get them to line up, and you learn how to get you need them lined up. And what the hell is that noise I just heard? I don't know. It's not the freaking Fish Friday. Is it Friday? No, it's Saturday. So because Fish Friday, you hear the van going around and stuff like that. And Tuesdays too, which I don't quite understand. Tuesday, what's on Tuesday? I don't know. I like it like it's Tacos Tuesday. I don't know if there's fish on Tuesday, but I don't know. Because I know there's like Catholics around, so that's why Fish Friday. But anyway, back to bad art. Rambling. This isn't a long video, so I gotta get my point out that making bad art is part of being an artist. It's hard to accept sometimes that bad art because you don't like to show it. You don't have to show it. You make bad art. You never have to show anybody your art. Art can be just for you. It's nice if you show other people, because then you can say, oh, I made this, and depending on what your end point, like if you want to make people feel something, then, or whatever, you just want to make a pretty picture, whatever, but you don't have to show anybody. You don't have to show anybody your bad art, unless you want help, or whatever, stuff like that. Like I said, I made a lot of bad art, and I made a lot of bad art in graphics. I made a lot of bad art in college, when I did contemporary art. I mean, some of it was okay. Contemporary art, I did it, but it was not like my favorite thing in the world, but and then I made a lot of bad art, like I said, graphics, and then I ended the Masters in Literature, not art, but, I mean, a lot of the art and graphics, there was a few projects that I liked, but graphics, it's too rigid, but, and, so, I mean, and I'm trying to think of bad art around me. I mean, this is Tiger's not, this is pretty. I like the purple, and stuff like this. And from this I learned what brushes I like and what I don't like. That's, like I said, when you do bad art, you learn what you don't like, and you do like, you don't like maybe certain shading about it, or certain colors, or the medium, or the paper even that you're using is just not working for what you're doing. But that's why you make bad art, or you mess around with things, or you just fun, Making bad art can be fun. It's just people sometimes take it way too seriously, but learning can be serious, but I think learning should be also fun. So part of that is, like I said, bad art, good art, messing around with colors, go back to finger painting, like just make art that makes you happy, and along the way it'll be, some of it won't look the best, but then you take what you might have learned from that and you move on. And then the more bad art, you can't see I'm making quotation marks, stop hitting the mic, Jen, the more bad art you learn, the more bad art you make, the more you learn. I know that sounds counterproductive, but it's all about figuring out what works for you and what you don't like. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And I do find that, like I said, a lot of new artists, they get frustrated at that because they want the instant look and style that they want, but in order to do that, they have to make the bad art to get to that point. And it's not bad. Like, bad isn't the right word that I'm thinking of. So, art that is maybe not looking the way you want it to look. Because no art really looks bad. I don't think any art is bad, really. I mean, whatever style you like, or whatever style, no art is inherently bad. It's, like I said, maybe not exactly what you want. It's beginner, or, you look back at it like, oh, I don't really like that, But it's all the process of learning. And it's, why is this frozen? I don't know why this is frozen. I'm looking at the screen, and it's like, nothing's moving. But, that's okay. And, but like I said, nothing's inherently bad. And I wish, calling something bad isn't the right word, but that's all I could think of, and it's kind of could make a catchy title, make bad art, but it's, that's the way you learn. And my main thing with art is, you have to have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, even frustrated, you can get frustrated, but if you're not having fun, or you're not enjoying what you're doing, try something else. And in order to, that you have to make, when it comes down to it, I hate this, bad art. It's, like I said, it's not, inherently bad, but art you don't like. Maybe that's what it is. Art you don't like, but you learn from it. And it's, like I said, if I teach somebody to draw, people say, oh, I can't draw. Everybody can bloody draw. It's just getting over that little leap where it's like, oh, this is crap, I don't like that. It's getting that, pushing yourself past that point that you might get to the skill level that you want to be at. Now, am I at the skill level I want to be at digital? No. I like this brush that I'm using quite a lot. It's like a watercolor effect, which is really cool. I actually quite like it. Maybe overused slightly, but that's all about learning, It's like, tone it down a little bit. Lower the pressure slightly when you're using it. Because when you see it, it looks okay, But and then I added like a texture thing here, which you can see. But and then I made the tiger pink and stuff like that. So this is what it is. And then I added a frame to it and deleted some of the frame, made it all that stuff. But that's what I did with it. Some people might not like it, but I kind of like it. It's not really something I would normally do. But anyway, so in conclusion, bad art is good. That sounds, like I said, that's an oxymoron. But the more bad art you make, the better artist you will be in the end, when it comes down to. Really, that's really what it is. That's the conclusion, which you probably didn't get at all from the rambling I just made, but that's okay. You know, the conclusion, if you get anything, just the conclusion is, make bad art, and it'll make you a better artist, and that's what it comes down to. Bad art, like I said, I hate the word bad, because it's not really bad, but crappy art, we'll say, or art that you don't like, and it'll make you a better artist in the end. Just don't get so stuck up on the fact that you're, you know, not liking what you're making, because eventually, the more you make, the more the quicker you'll get to the skill level that you want to be. Now, I don't mean draw every day. You can if you want draw every day, but you don't have to. But it's when you get to the level that you want, it takes time to get there. Anyway, enough rambling from me. So this is probably so like, oh, this makes no sense, and you make even you make less sense than you normally do. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so this is a tiger video. I'm still doing the dragons, and I'm not posting them every day because sometimes I'm doing just drawing them. I'm not recording them. Usually I record them, but so yeah. So what are you supposed to say? Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Leave a comment if you want. It's always nice when people do. And comments so far have been staying on, which is great. And but you know, hey, crossing my fingers. It looks like it was a name change. Oddly enough, I should make a new banner, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that in a couple days. Make a new banner. Put my graphic design skills to use somehow. Do something with the degree. You know, if I don't use a job, I'll do it for myself. But, so yeah, what else am I thinking of? I don't really know what to say. But this is where I've left the tiger. So, like I said earlier, in conclusion. So I guess I'm gonna go and, I don't know, do something else. Work on, I don't know, a dragon or a pinup art or, I don't know. But I'll do something. Okay, bye.